Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are having a great day. Unfortunately, the weather is awful and they're calling for weather just like this all weekend. It's gonna suck, but we'll make the most of it. Today we are focusing on the new OBS Chevy truck build. You didn't see the upload from last night. We got the Jeep back. The cheap Jeep is back at home. We have a winch installed on the front now. It's freaking awesome. And we're still waiting on those darn wheels and tires. I talked about it in the video from last night. I gave an update on them. They were supposed to be here like a week ago. Still nothing. I'm emailing the company and I'm trying to figure out an answer here, but they should be on the way. They assured me now they are on the way. I paid for 2-day shipping, so hopefully they get here pretty soon. I ripped the running boards off the truck because they were extremely ugly. Like, I don't know who put these on, or maybe they were a dealer option way back in the day. I'm really not sure. They seem to be about as old as the truck, so that very well could have been. But these are like the ugliest side steps I have ever seen, and the mud flaps to go with them. Couldn't help myself. I got home at like 7 p.m. last night and I was like, you know what? I have to take these off. I can't look at it. I cannot look at them for one more second. So I pulled them off. Now we're gonna do some other stuff to the truck to make it not suck as best we can before the real mods get here. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull it in the garage so I can work on it without getting rained on. Right off the bat, I am really excited about this truck. And like I said, you know, I was thinking about buying a truck before I even got the Blazer. I think that's the wrong key. It's the square one. And then the Blazer came along and I was like, you know what, I'll buy that instead. But really, I was looking for a pickup truck. When I bought it, the guy said it did need a new fuel filter, which he included in the sale. Also got this sweet knife. I got a Dale Earnhardt Jr. front license plate, a little bit faded, but that is pretty sweet if you ask me. We also have some NASCAR stuff on the back window, so whoever had this truck was a NASCAR fan 100%, which I can respect that. I tell you, I really have no idea if it's actually gonna fit in the garage, the whole thing. I don't think it will. I think it might be too long, but the Duramax did, so it shouldn't be any longer than that. And there you go. And to go over some of the issues with the truck, number one, as you might be able to tell, the tailgate doesn't work. Like, it works, but it just comes down by itself. And there's nothing you can do to latch it. I have slammed it as hard as you can possibly slam it, and it does not work. I've played with the handle. So the tailgate might be going all together. I might do one of those like net things, or get a new tailgate for it, not sure yet. So that is broken. Obviously, the rust issue here, which doesn't appear to be a rust issue, but that's because the guy, the lot that owned it, just smeared Bondo on it and called it a day. I do applaud them for trying. However, the Bondo work leaves a bit to be desired, I guess is a nice way of putting it. It's pretty bad. Like, I could have definitely done a way better job myself and not even like trying. Like, I did a better job myself with foam and Flex Seal on the Blazer, actually. And look at this one. Wouldn't you say that this job is at least a little bit better? Not much, but a little bit. Got the rust on the bedside, but that's not really a huge deal because pretty much every old truck, Chevy, Ford, Dodge, whatever, pretty much every old truck has the bedside rust because there's a little lip under here, and like, you know, dirt gets caught under the lip and then it rots out from the inside. So that's not a concern. The rocker panels, cab corners were definitely replaced. They put a metal patch over this. Looks like they just kind of welded that on and left it. But what I can see is that they didn't actually cut out the old panel. They just put a new one on top of it, which is a little concerning because the rust is still under there then, and the original body of the truck is being eaten away. Eventually, it'll all get eaten away and it'll go past the patch, and like, you'll see the whole thing is gonna fall apart. So that is a little concerning. However, that would take a very long time, to be honest, and this should be fine for the time that I own it. And really, I'm sure something else would go wrong in the truck. So if they did a decent job of welding this, that should be okay, or at least, you know, passable. I do see some more Bondo work down here, and I don't know if they're filling rust holes with the Bondo or what, but they went to the little body line here, and you can see the lower portion of the rocker is definitely rusting, although it's not bad. The good news is the frame on this truck is fantastic. Really solid frame, and you can tell they didn't even like try to spray this really. This is all original, and you can see not even like any spray on the original little tag that's on here, which I'm kind of surprised it hasn't fallen out. But yeah, the bottom of the truck and the underside is in really good shape. The cab mounts are in great shape. They don't look rusted and corroded. So that is one good thing. The inside, I mean, you can see the frame. This might be the cleanest frame of any old cheap truck I have bought. I mean, it is really solid. Look at the torsion bar cross member. No rust, not falling apart at all, not even a little bit. Which really, I mean, it's very impressive that this truck has the other issues it has, but the underside and the frame and the bones of the truck are this good. And quite frankly, that's why I bought it, because I want to do something different with this truck, which we will talk about. But I wanted something with a really strong, solid foundation, and this truck is it. I mean, I hesitate to use the word mint, but the frame on this truck is about as mint as you're gonna get for the age of the vehicle. Even in the back here, up on the bottom of the bed, which usually you see a lot of corrosion up there, it's really good. The diff is great. I mean, everything is surprisingly, it is just surprisingly solid back here. I mean, usually this is all like rotting away. Really, really freaking good, I have to say. Definitely very happy with this purchase. Again, up here, rust looks great. Hardly any of it. Everything's in really, really good shape. Move on to the engine real quick. The engine is also quite clean. That's what's kind of weird about this truck. It's like, it's really been well maintained, but then they just kind of like, screw it. I mean, look, there's no rust even on anything back here. People thought my Blazer was in good shape, which it was for 1,500 bucks, but this is in really good shape for 1,200. And if you didn't see the video where I bought it, check it out. But 1,200 bucks was the real deal. You can see it on camera, and it's pretty incredible. I mean, it's really, really good. The more I look at it, the more impressed I get. So, you know, that oil issue, whatever it is, that's nothing compared to the rest of the truck that I got. Moving on to the inside. Again, it's weird because it's like the truck, it's so clean. It's only a little TLC away from being like the perfect OBS restored truck, and that's my goal with it. But I can't believe like they let it, you know, maybe it needs a couple things, but they just kind of like let it go. Back seat's in great shape. I think the original jack, which is in that box under the seat, I think everything is there. I even got some goodies with the truck. I got some baling twine. I got a little step here. I got a bungee cord. Don't know what's in there. This is nothing compared to half the trucks you see. It's like the whole thing is falling apart. So I could just get a new seat here. That's not a big deal. They're easy to find. We have the dual captain's chairs with the armrests and all on it. Got a big center console here, 4-wheel drive. Does work, I did test it. Like, I think this lock used to be in it maybe up here. So you could lock it if you wanted to. And the cup holders slide back for your rear seat occupants. You have a little organizer tray in here. It's pretty cool. Pretty good amount of storage space. And we also have visitor passes to Reed Elementary School. Very clean truck. Like I said, I'd say really for the age, I would rate this truck at, you know, about a 6 or 7 out of 10 for what you would expect. And you couple that with the fact that I got it for 1,200 bucks, I'm very, very pleased. Now, I'm sure you're wondering, Mike, what did you buy this truck for? You got the Blazer. That's your fun, old Chevy truck off-road build. What the heck is this gonna be? Thank you for asking, and I'd be happy to tell you, this is going to be my restoration build. That's right, so this one, and the reason why I wanted a truck with really good bones, this is gonna be the Resto mod. That is the off-road fun vehicle. This is gonna be the restoration project, and I'm really excited for it. I can make this truck look incredible, and I hope you guys are excited too. So that is the plan with this OBS pickup truck. It's gonna be a restoration. I'm not gonna go like crazy with it. You know, it's not gonna be a mint condition truck, but just restored to the point where it's a really clean, older pickup truck, nice lift, wheels and tires, all that stuff. And it's gonna be great as a daily driver. That's it, that's the big plan with the OBS pickup truck. I'm freaking hype about it. And just looking at it today, I didn't really look it over too well until right now. And seeing that, it gets me even more excited because this is literally the perfect truck for what I wanna do. I'm sure you guys all know by now, but if you don't, I'm gonna tell you. Step one, with any new truck I get, truck, Jeep, whatever, we gotta straight pipe it. So the truck is way too quiet. We're cutting off that muffler. We don't want that. And let's see how it sounds. Here's a before clip. That is just not gonna cut it, boys. I'm sorry. And the other good thing about having the truck be a little bit louder is you can really kind of hear like how well it's running. With the truck right now, I can't even hear it. So when the idle drops a little bit, you know, when it's driving around, I don't feel that connected to the truck. Once the muffler is off and I can really hear it, well, I'll hear every little difference it's making. Gotta figure out where to cut. I'm thinking, and this is all brand new. This guy bought this to inspect it and sell it, which I'm kind of surprised they just didn't, you know, put the stickers on it, but this is all brand new and we're cutting it right off. So I'm thinking right here would be a good spot, and then we can downpipe it or bring it out the side. That should be fine. See how she sounds now. Yo boy, she now sounds great. She is free. It's like when you cut the exhaust off, it's like you're setting it free. She's free to make some noise now, but honestly, that's not nearly as loud as I thought it was gonna be. It sounds good, it's a lot better, but we might need to do something else because it's pretty quiet still. I mean, you can definitely hear it now and it sounds good, but I mean, it's not really, that's not loud at all. This might be the first ever cutting my exhaust off video where I'm not happy yet. I need more loud. Weight reduction too. My truck is gonna be significantly faster after removing all this weight, I guarantee it. I did get this in for the Jeep, which I really don't have any idea what it is, but I can tell you what it's not, wheels and tires, and that just makes me upset. Huh, oh, oh, okay. Fender flares for the Jeep. That's pretty sick. Okay, I'm all right. I'm happy about that now. That's not too bad. So we got new fender flares for the Jeep. I hate those plastic ones. It is kind of nice. They match the body color, but they're pretty hideous and they're way too big. I want my tires to have a little bit more poke, and I went with a pretty aggressive offset. If they ever showed up, I could show you guys how good they look. It might happen maybe in 2020. But I did spec them so they would have a little poke, but with those big fender flares on it, on the Jeep, it might not look that good. New flares we're getting rid of these big honking things, and they'll be a little bit more slim, a little bit lower profile. Should look awesome. That is the mystery mod for the Jeep that was in the box. Now I know this was kind of a short video, but I am gonna leave you because it is my girlfriend's graduation today. If you want, go ahead and check out her page. I'll put it up on the screen and wish her a congrats. Unfortunately, the weather is crappy for the event, but we'll make the most out of it. Hope you guys enjoyed this first OBS truck video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Thank you for watching. Take care and have a great night.